Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We are also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebar2go.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today we have a special show from the ABV Barrel Shop Tasting Bar where we're going to be rating the regulars. Fun stuff. Haven't done this in a while. My name is Steve Akeley, joined by Darren McCroy. What's up, Darren?
Hey, Steve, how you doing?
Doing good. So this is always fun. I know that the customers like it. So yeah, if somebody who is not involved here in St. Louis, never been by the shop, maybe never will get the chance to come by the shop, you may think, wow, this is kind of a dick thing, isn't it? I mean, they're rating our customers love it. They want to be on the list. It's posted at the bar. And it's definitely a point of conversation for those that aren't involved. So people come up and be like, what is that? And so then we got to tell the story. So pretty cool. And, of course, we'll run through the rankings, all that kind of stuff. There are 20 that are potentially on the list here today. And we will whittle that down to 10 like we always do. Before we get to that, though, Darren, there's something you said you want to talk about. What is that, sir?
I'm sure this is something that has been discussed before on the Bourbon Daily, but I definitely haven't heard your answer.
Okay.
What would you say is the most underrated whiskey-based cocktail?
Oh, let's see. I think eggnog, 100%. I feel like eggnog is not treated like it's a cocktail. I don't know what they treat it like. It's like a seasonal thing, and that's it. You don't.
It's kind of like spiked lemonade. That's not a cocktail. It's just eggnog that is spiked. Is the way I'm guessing there.
Yeah. To me, though, it's a cocktail. It involves multiple ingredients. If you're doing it right, you got to get the nutmeg and all. There's garnish involved. There's skill in making it. There's really bad stuff versus really good. And I think that eggnog is the ultimate one that probably many people, if they're making their list of their top 25 whiskey cocktails, doesn't make the list. Yeah. And it really should.
Yeah.
Because it's a popular one.
It has its time of the year.
Right. It has its time of the year. So
that's not because I don't like it. I love eggnog, but I just did think of it as a whiskey cocktail, like you said.
There you go. So you're on board. You were an easy conversion. What do you think, then? You asked the question.
So since a couple months ago when we did the show on the Waldorf Manhattan,
yes,
I've been really enjoying those, thinking they're fun with Neely Absinthe and
right.
But I don't know if that one is what I'm going to go with for underrated. I think a good blackberry smash is hard to go wrong with, and especially getting into summertime, we picked two seasonally opposite cocktails.
Right. Yeah, I like the Blackberry Smash. I do feel like it is underrated as well. People don't necessarily think about that one.
Yeah.
But it's a great whiskey cocktail. And whiskey cocktails in the summer can be a difficult time. I mean, most people are not thinking about whiskey. They
go to beer and vodka.
Yeah, all that kind of stuff. So, how do you keep it relevant? Come up with something like the whiskey, like the Blackberry Smash, for sure. Yeah. So, that's cool. That's cool. We're going to be drinking today. What do we got here today?
We have 10th Mountain American Single Malt Whiskey. This one did pretty good in the Key West Awards, didn't it?
It did. It wasn't this same barrel because it was a different barrel. Single barrel. This is our single barrel. But it won Best of the Show. It won the whole thing. which is really cool. And
I guess that's considered pretty good.
Yeah, it's as good as it can do. And we got this barrel here, and I would say it's on par with that, maybe even better. This is really the best single malt that I've ever had. And what's the proof on this thing?
130.
130 proof. So, yeah, amazing whiskey for
Over
sure.
3.5 years old, single malt from
Yeah.
10th Mountain, Colorado. In case you don't know, Brian Thompson, the billionaire that he is.
The billionaire, yeah. Don't cross him because he'll just buy you out. So, yeah. That's like us. If he gets annoyed with us, he'll buy this business out and fire both of us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just for fun.
Yeah. Howard Hughes used to do that kind of stuff. He would. He lived in a hotel, and the hotel next to him had two light. Their marquee was too bright, and it was keeping him up at night. So he called down there and said, "I'm Howard Hughes. Can you turn off this light?" And they're like, "Sir, no." And he's like, "Well, let me speak to the manager." So he speaks to the manager. The manager says, "No, we can't turn off our light. That's how we advertise our business." The next day, Howard Hughes bought that place and then fired that manager. 100%. And turned off the light, by the way.
Talk about a power move.
Yeah, buy a whole hotel just so you can shut the light off, which, again, is not going to help your business.
No.
That's a terrible business model. It's not going to help the Cinderella. I think it was called the Cinderella. Small casino, obviously, compared to where he was at. But, yeah, he did it.
Wow. That's wild.
He was eccentric. I always wanted to make a book, The 100 Most Interesting People Ever. And Howard Hughes is obviously one of the most interesting people that has ever lived. So,
other interesting people are people that try and drive on this parking lot. They can't drive to save their lives.
A lot of that going on, or like this guy that's been parked outside of our business for like an hour now because his kid's in dance class. So I get it. Fine. I'm okay with it. You come in, you don't want to come in the barrel shop, whatever. You sit in your car. Why do you have to illegally park in the fire lane to wait for your kid? Go park in a spot.
It's a plenty big parking lot.
Yeah, there's all kinds of places to park. But, he's elected to just sit out there and be annoying and in front of our place. And it's not like we're sunken back here enough. Anybody now driving is going to miss it because they can only see his big-ass truck in the way.
Yep.
Yeah, which is another pet peeve, big-ass trucks. Which, that thing is huge. He's got to be a contractor because he's got wood hanging out the back.
Yeah.
So the thing is probably already 25 feet long, and then you had the wood sticking out the back. It's a whole thing going on there. He's got the whole fire lane.
That was a secret Steve Old Man Anger episode. I didn't even know that was going to trigger someone.
He's leaving. Oh, man.
He heard you yelling.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he has a ton of shit hanging out the back.
Yeah, I'm not even sure that's legal. You're supposed to have a red flag when that stuff's hanging out the back.
Past 5 feet because it can go through your windshield.
Yeah, but no, he's just got it out there. Yeah. So there you go. All right, cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
Oh, that's very nice. I love that stuff. Get in here to the ABV Barrel Shop. Check out the 10th Mountain Single Malt. Really good stuff. We'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, it'll be time for Rate the Regulars. We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of Executive Bourbon Steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your Executive Bourbon Steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your Executive Bourbon Steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in the spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com.
My name is Ryan Thompson. I'm a billionaire who buys stupid scotch, and you are listening to the Bourbon Daily.
All right, everybody, welcome back. We have a list of 20, but in actuality, it's way more than 20, isn't it?
It is probably the most amount of people. Well, not the most amount of people, but
it is the most we've ever nominated because there's a lot of couples in here. We're starting to become a couples hangout. Yeah. Who knows? It could be a new place to take your dates and things like that. So here's our 20. And again, 20 being 20 spots, it is more than 20 people. Josh and Tiffany Dale. What a cute couple.
Yeah.
Just an adorable couple.
And no one can give Josh shit like Tiffany. It is fantastic when they're in here together. Yeah.
Wayne Van Sluis. Now, there's did you know that there is a space between Van and Sluis?
Yes.
I didn't know that. And I think I probably always write that wrong. He would be sure to, which is my favorite thing, to correct me publicly. But it wasn't even when I had control over anything. It was at Demetrius's place for the bottle. He's like, well, be sure I got the space. I don't control that at all. So if it comes back with no space, I want the record to show that's Demetrius, who also dropped the glass, by the way.
Steve's still very defensive about who dropped the glass.
He dropped the glass. But yes, so, and that's the cool thing is I can put it out there on the podcast. Demetrius doesn't have that. But if you go to his distillery, he'll tell you I dropped the glass, but I didn't. All right. Next up is Von Nieters. Von Nieters. Somebody asked him recently, why does he have the name Von Nieters? Because that's his name. We just decided that's his name, and that's what we call him from now on. New Guy and KK. Oh, again, adorable couple of young kids. Yeah, just having the time of their lives. Just so much in love. So
one of them might be carrying the weight on being in the rankings, but we might get to that during the show.
Okay, all right. Tim Howard. Yeah. Good guy. Bob Miramonte, though he's been here less than recently. We'll see if that plays out, if that hurts him. Clayton Seabacker. Yeah, he's stepping up his game. Dave Probst. Seems like he's been here a lot this time. He could be in the mix. Tom Shue. A little bit of poor showing here recently. Enough to make the top 20.
Yeah, but not enough. Maybe not enough to get in the top 10.
Yeah, Kristen Wall been coming on strong. Mm-hmm. Yeah. She's not back to her old levels, but solid.
But she's back to nights, which helps her get in more.
Yeah.
Which doesn't make any sense to me, but she'll come in right before she goes to work.
I don't understand her philosophy either, but somehow it works for her. The Monicas. Yeah. Well, that's another couple. We got the Monicas. The Hoyles.
Another couple.
Another couple. Evan Van Scoik. Steinkamp. Steinkamp. Sean Bequette.
We will specify that as Mike Steinkamp. There are now 3 of them that are syndicate members.
We have a bunch of Steinkamps now. So, yeah. We got Tyler Steinkamp. We got Dan Steinkamp. And then I include Ringel in that thing, too, even though he's not a Steinkamp. He's just all part of that Steinkamp crew, so he gets pushed in. He's an honorary Steinkamp, I guess. Sean Bequette, I said. Jeff and Tracy Alexander. Meredith and Matt. Oh, they seem to really like us.
Yeah.
I said to Meredith at the Barrel Pick, I said, is it some sort of community service where you just hang out with us? Because she seems classier than us.
She is. She's definitely
way classier than us. We're a bunch of degenerates. And, but I don't know. She laughs at her jokes and hangs out. Though I do have a bone of contention with her. So as a thank you for being part of the Barrel Pick, she brought Demetrius Kane a loaf of sourdough bread. Now, I love sourdough bread. It's my favorite. Love sourdough. Do you think she was on that pick at all because of me? Did I play a part in that at all? I think I probably had the most important part. I don't put her on the list. She's not there.
Yeah, but then you dropped a glass, so
I didn't drop the glass. I can't remember if she was there. She was there for the first one. She would know. Meredith would actually know that Demetrius dropped the glass. He was lit. Logan C. Has been on and off. So he's been here a lot, but it seems like when he's here, it's like 3 out of 5 days, and then might be a break, and then two days in a row, and
Same thing for the next person on this list.
Katie Joyce. Yeah.
Won't see her for months, and then all of a sudden she's been in 3 times in the same week, and it's like, what?
And I saw her on the Barrel Pick too, which kind of counts. That counts for being at the shop, so that's a whole thing. New ones, first time ever nominated. Tim and Amy Trebring.
Nice.
Yeah, there you go. So that is our 20 right there. So, number 1. Now, our last list, Josh Dale was at number 1. Wayne Van Sluis, 2. Von Nieders, New Guy and KK, Tim Howard, Logan C., Bob Miramonte, Clayton Seabacker, Jeff Andrizzi, and Tom Shue. So we only know one that's officially eliminated, Jeff Andrizzi, which makes sense. The guy lives in Dalton, Minnesota, not anywhere near. So he didn't make the list this time, but yes. Everyone else is in the mix. Is there a standout? Let's not name one, and then we'll both name one that we think should be number 1. If it happens to be the same one, then it's definitely in. If not, it's debate time.
I kind of think it should be Michael Steinkamp.
Michael Steinkamp. Oh, really? Why do you feel that?
So he came up here and helped me out when I was doing a class, and it would have just been me in the shop.
Oh, yeah. He helped out in another class, too.
Yeah, and he's getting ready to do another class up here. He is always here for Foolproof Fridays. He's one of the regulars there.
He's got his own little bit during Foolproof Fridays. He's got his own little thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say him.
And he's never been number 1.
I wasn't going to say him, but he's number 1. He gets it. He's got a lot going on there. When he helped out the warden, that should alone have got him the number 1 spot because she was having to wait on customers.
Oh, yeah. Talking to people?
Yeah, she was just miserable. She wanted me to do both things, to present to the class, continue doing that because she didn't want to do that either. And she also wanted me entertaining the 3 customers we had there. Somehow, some way, she wanted me to do both of those. So,
yeah. So Steinkamp stepped up big there. He can get his first number 1 spot ever, I believe.
All right. My number 1, but after you made the compelling case, I think you were right, so I immediately acquiesced and gave up my number 1. But I'm putting what was my number 1 as number 2 here, and that is Tim Howard.
Yep.
Tim Howard, solid. And he's showing up at everything. I'm not talking about just coming in when we get new barrel picks. He's coming in, stopping by for no reason. He's coming to the classes.
Mm-hmm. We've had some speakeasy events, and he's a blast
at
those.
He's doing it all. He's doing it all. All right, so Tim Howard is next. All right, that's 1 and 2. Steinkamp, then Tim Howard. Who's number 3? Number 3. Anybody stand out on the list? Anybody you thinking? Steinkamp. All right. Tim Howard, yeah.
Man, this is such a tough list because there's so many good names, right?
There are good names here, yes. Yeah. What are you thinking?
I mean, Josh definitely comes in when there's not... He just comes in randomly, sometimes after work and on his way home. So Tiffany and Josh would be a good one. Tiffany carries that conversation, but... Josh has to make more appearances to make his likelihood known.
Are they? You feel they fall in at the 3 spot? Because I think someone else should. I think
either them or Wayne.
Yeah, I think Wayne.
And since you haven't been putting spaces in Wayne's name,
I'm gonna make up for it. Wayne Van Sluis.
There is a space this time, just in case you were wondering.
Yes. And then we've got, we'll go with number 4, and I don't know if that's spelled right, if she's got the Y or not. I don't know. I'm not sure.
But Tiffany and Josh.
Yep. All right, that's good. Good, Wayne. All right. We've got 4 locked in. Who else do we think?
I think it should be, who was I thinking? God, I just had a name.
You had a name and it's gone. She gone.
Yep. Jeff and Tracy Alexander.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah.
We're going to put them on. Jeff and Tracy. Yes, they've been great. They've been a lot of fun.
Tracy's a new syndicate member.
Tracy, is she CEY? I think
so.
Hate this. I hate if I spell this wrong. It's so exciting because you win something and then the clown who's writing it messes your name up. But it is what it is. I'm putting the EEY. I don't know for sure.
So just a great thing about them.
Yes.
Their son is often in tow. And the last time he walked in, he goes, "Mom, you didn't tell me we were going to my favorite liquor store."
Oh, we're the favorite liquor store.
We're the favorite because we sit around and talk to him because he's awesome.
That's good. He draws cats on the things on the bar.
So if you ever come in and there's cats on the mat,
you know they've been here. All right, number 6. Who is number 6? I think the Modicas. You got to go Modicas. You got to go with them. They're fun. They come in a lot. They also come to a lot of the events.
They also always have the craziest stories.
That's true. That is true. And one of the best part about when they come in is the count. We need to do a bell one time. The amount of times Matt gets corrected by Linda.
Oh yeah.
During the course of a conversation. Yeah. So that's fun. All right. So the Monicas, they're locked in. So we are 6 in. We've got 4 more to go. Is there someone you like on the list to make it?
Oh, let's see.
Yes.
I'll name one more, and then you can name the next 2, and then I'll get number 10.
All right. That sounds good.
I figured you don't want to take number 10 back over, right?
No, heck no.
I am thinking...
Yes.
I think I'm going to throw the Hoyles on there.
The Hoyles, all right.
They've been making a strong comeback here lately.
Yep.
Dave was here twice yesterday, and within 24 hours, he's been here 3 times.
Yep, I agree. The Hoyles. All right, so now I get 2 back-to-back. 2 back-to-back.
I think you already crossed them off.
Oh, I did cross them off. Oh, man, there's some good ones here. There are some good ones, damn. You got Von Nieters, New Guy and KK, both excellent picks, deserve it. Miramonte, always a great guy. Seabacker, yeah.
He was out of town for at least 3 weeks in this portion.
Hanging him, all right. Dave Probst, he was out of town too, out of the country. Tom Shue missed quite a bit to sell in a house. Kristen Wall, is she back yet? Van Scoik, he hasn't been in. He comes in on Thirsty Thursday, of course, but he gets a lot of credit for that already. I'm going to go Meredith and Matt. They deserve it. They come into a lot of the events. All of a sudden, just out of nowhere. All of a sudden, they came in. I don't think the place took with them for a bit. They would come in every once in a while. And I'm talking about, you might not see them for 6 months. But now they seem to be, they're regulars.
Yep.
They're definitely, so they've stepped up their game. We're going to award that behavior by putting them in. So
I think this is one of the first times that there's been more Matts on the Rate the Regulars list than Dave's.
Okay.
As of right now.
Matts are leading.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's 2 Matts. There's usually a couple Daves. Like, that's happened before.
Right. Clayton Seabacker. Even though he doesn't know how to say his name properly. Clearly that name's Seabacker.
Yeah, it is.
100%.
It's not Saybacher. I don't know how you'd even start to say that.
Saybacher. Oh, Saybacher, yeah. I that doesn't make any sense to me. But, it is what it is. He's the Brett Favre of this group, so he doesn't know how to pronounce his own last name. So, all right, so here's where we're at. We've got 1 spot left. Here are the possibilities. Von Nieters, New Guy and KK, Bob Miramonte, Dave Probst, Tom Shue, Kristen Wall, Evan Van Scoik, Sean Bequette, Logan C., Katie Joyce, Tim, and Amy Trebring.
Ooh, this is going to be
spot number 10.
A hard decision.
Okay.
When they come in together, that is different than one person, right? Because there's 2 interactions.
Sure.
And so I have to scale accordingly for that. I think New Guy and KK have been in here an awful lot. New Guy more than KK. He's in like twice as much a week. But I think I'm going to have to go with Tim and Amy Trebring.
Tim and Amy Trebring make it.
They've been to several events and other times just to come in and hang out.
Yep. All right, they are official. That closes it out. So our top 10 is going to look like this. Steinkamp, Tim Howard, Wayne Van Sluis, Tiffany and Josh Dale, Jeff and Tracy Alexander, the Monicas, the Hoyles, Meredith and Matt, Clayton Saybacker. I'm never going to get this fucking right.
Yeah,
Saybacker.
See her backer? I don't know.
Let's do a GoFundMe so he can change his name to Saybacker.
We might just need to give him the Logan treatment and just call him Clayton C. or Clayton S.
Clayton S.
Forget his last name completely.
And then finally, Tim and Amy Trebring. So there you go. There are our top 10. Congratulations to everyone who got nominated. Congratulations to everybody who's come in and tried to find their way into the mix. And then, of course, congratulations to our finalists, our top 10, including, of course, Mr. Steinkamp, making number 1 for the first time.
And it's like our top 15 also. We should be clear.
Yeah,
There's a lot of people on this list.
There's a lot of people on this list.
But it is Steinkamp's first time, so.
Yep. Well, we'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. We'll start with you, Darren. Where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at The Bourbon Adventures.
For me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website. That thing's abvnetwork.com. Check it out. Everything that we do is out there. Previous shows, blogs, so much more. abvnetwork.com. Come by and see me. The ABV Barrel Shop. Darren and I are here. You never know. We may be recording a show. You may join in with us. We'll see. We are online, abvbarrelshop.com. And if you want to get involved, please give us a 5-star review. That helps new people find us. That's pretty darn important. And finally, head over to patreon.com/the ABV Network and see what we've got going on there. That's it for today. Tomorrow we'll have a brand new show for you. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye, y'all.
Peace. Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing. The ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you're in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.